Welcome to Beaufort County This Week. Today is Thursday, September 18th, and this week North Charleston native and U.S. Senator Tim Scott celebrates his 60th birthday. I'm Matt Golden, and here are your top stories presented by Beaufort County. TCL expands its training programs to Colleton County. The Yemassee Shrimp Festival returns this week, and Beaufort County reminds pet owners of the importance of vaccinations. Plus, Chloe G got to talk with Sea Eagle Market owner Craig Reeves about the Beaufort shrimp industry ahead of their celebration Friday night. All this and more coming up on Beaufort County This Week.
Make sure to check out Festive Beaufort, your exclusive ticket to all the excitement happening across Beaufort County. Join us as we explore vibrant events that bring our community together. From local flavors at seafood festivals to creativity at art shows, Festive Beaufort celebrates the heart and soul of our community. Don't miss the stories behind these events that make Beaufort County shine. Tune in and discover why Beaufort County is the place for every occasion. Festive Beaufort is where the spirit of our community comes alive. Find episodes of Festive Beaufort on BCTV, on the BCTV YouTube channel, and on the BCTV app.
From WCSC, the Technical College of the Lowcountry is expanding its training programs to Colleton County residents. This is allowing members of the community to further their education and expand their opportunities. TLC will be offering new programs and training like CNC machining, HVAC, and electric vehicle technology. There will also be ways to accommodate student schedules, offering classes at different times of the day. The City Council is saying this will help Colleton as a whole, providing more opportunities. The idea creates more opportunities for our citizens. Hopefully we create the additional job opportunities. Along with that is going to come the need for more training opportunities. Brantley Strickland, Executive Director of the Colleton County Economic Alliance, said they will also be offering opportunities for schoolchildren to get dual credits and college credits. From WTOC, a celebration of Lowcountry seafood is returning to Hampton County with 4 days of food, entertainment, and family fun. The 31st annual Yemassee Shrimp Festival is September 18th through the 20th and will feature carnival rides for all 4 days, along with vendors and other events like parades, fireworks, and live music. Carnival rides from Big Round Wheel Amusements and dozens of food and crafts vendors will open up at 3 p.m. on Thursday, September 18th. They will be open through each day, Sunday, September 21st. Because a new police station is under construction behind Town Hall, carnival rides will be in front of the Town Hall this year. Off Salcahatchee Road, vendors will wrap around the side of the Town Hall toward the community center. Thursday will also include the opening ceremonies at 6:30 p.m., the Kitty Parade at 7 p.m., a lighted parade at 7:45, and fireworks at 8. Friday night schedule includes East Coast Party Band on the main stage at 8 p.m. Saturday offers a full day of events beginning with the parade at 10 a.m. Entertainment on the main stage includes Gospel Hour at 2 p.m. and Elvis Tribute Artists at 3:30 and Funk Factory 5 at 8 p.m. Admission to the festival is free. For more information, please check out the Yemassee Shrimp Festival Facebook page. From WSAV, Beaufort County Animal Services recently posted on social media warning residents and their pets of a recent threat of rabies and distemper disease. Both diseases can be deadly, but pet owners can take proper precautions. Beaufort County Animal Services sent out the social media post this week after recent threats of outbreak in the county. Due to recent threats of distemper and rabies outbreaks in our county, it's crucial that all pet owners ensure their animals are properly vaccinated against both of these dangerous diseases. The BCAS social media post read, "Distemper is one of the potentially deadly diseases and is highly contagious among animals and can spread rapidly between wildlife and pets," according to the BCAS social media post. Rabies is a zoonotic disease, which means it can be transmitted to humans and is nearly always fatal once symptoms appear, the post continued. Kristen Northrop Cobb of Roskell's Rescue said she wasn't aware of any recent reports in Jasper County, but has heard of several instances in the Lowcountry. Rabies is always a threat whenever there's wildlife or just any sort of mammal interaction, said Cobb. Though the disease may be thought of as rare, animals officials say that's not the case in our heavy wildlife environment. She said she wished it was rare, but we're still seeing, I think they saw 120 cases in Beaufort County last year alone, so it's definitely still out there and definitely something we should be paying attention to. Officials said rabies is more common than distemper and is carried by wild animals like bats, raccoons, and foxes. However, officials said it's also been seen in cases of stray cats and dogs. And now our own Chloe G got to hang out on a shrimp boat with Craig Reeves, the owner of Sea Eagle Market, to talk about the shrimp industry ahead of his big event Friday night.
I am here with Craig Reeves from the Sea Eagle Market. Thank you so much for allowing our entire crew to come out here shrimping with you. It was a learning experience, and it was super interesting to see. So I just want to get to know a little bit more about you and your business. I know you're local here to Beaufort. Can you talk more about what that's like and how it's been servicing a smaller town?
Okay. Well, so I grew up in the shrimping industry, and as a teenager, I worked with my dad. So my whole entire life, I've been on a shrimp boat or in some aspect of the seafood business. Our family moved to Beaufort in 1992, and we came with a shrimp boat, and then our business has expanded over the years. In the late 90s, we started with some oyster operations as shrimping was kind of in the decline with imports being dumped in the late 90s and early 2000s. Things got a lot harder in the shrimping industry. So we diversified to stay in business, and so we had a small fish stand in Port Royal for 20 years, CJ Seafood Express. And we bought Sea Eagle Market on Boundary Street in 2007. So we've been there in that location for a while. So we do everything from harvesting to wholesale, retail. We kind of vertically integrated in all aspects of the seafood business.
You touched on a little bit the imported shrimp. I know that that's a hot topic right now in the South Carolina waters. What's the game plan there, and what's really going on with that? Imports have really been an issue since the 80s, 70s and 80s. A lot of U.S. companies and maybe U.S. interests went to overseas like Ecuador and other places to start aquaculture. And so it's really been a 20, 30, 40-year process to get us to where we're at right now. But we noticed it in the 90s and early 2000s that they were dumping imported shrimp into the market, which was driving the price down. So that's where the SSA was formed, and I'm part of that organization. That's the Southern Shrimp Alliance. That's an 8-state alliance from Texas to North Carolina. So that was formed in 2002. And that kind of is a national organization to try to bring awareness and to work with the U.S. government on identifying issues like banned antibiotics and just inhumane practices. So whether it's slave labor or forced labor, that's been documented. You can look it up through CBS News, did a big study into India, but there's all kinds of stuff. And now here recently, we're finding out that we have radioactive shrimp. Yes, heard about that.
Yeah, so there's a cesium-137 or something, and that's constantly coming out more and more. It started with Walmart and then Kroger's, and it's kind of spread out to 20 plus states now where there's radioactive shrimp. So we can't make this stuff up. It's just
when we say imported shrimp is bad, it's worse than we can even imagine. The ponds, they shouldn't even be allowed to call it seafood because it's never seen the ocean. It's raised in ponds, literally like cesspools. And then again, the human aspect of it, the mangroves and the destruction of the environment, and then, you know, the detriment to our U.S. fisheries, it's just been devastating. And so we've seen over the last 20 or 25 years, our industry just disappear. And in the Lowcountry, we went from, when I moved here in 1992, we had 100 trawlers like this in Beaufort County. Now there's like 15 of us left. So, you know, 85% of our boats are gone. We've lost working waterfront, you know, all of our infrastructure's gone. So, you know, there's just a handful of us left trying to survive.
I know it's obviously, like you just said, extremely important to shrimp local, and I've seen you out at multiple events. I feel like anybody that lives in Beaufort knows Sea Eagle Market. How have you supported the community, and in turn, how has the community supported you? Well,
thank you for asking. We love our community, and we want to be involved in every aspect of our community. And hopefully we've been faithful in doing that. So wherever we can be and wherever we can help, like when Matthew came, you know, we fed linemen, and the community come alongside of us, and we were real active in that. But, you know, we couldn't do what we do without community support. So whatever we do to give back, it's because the community is so good to us, you know.
And how have they supported you, through shopping at your market or at the various festivals?
They follow us at our festivals and stuff, but in our markets daily, we have a lot of our local restaurants and retailers, wholesalers, you know, whether we're at Hilton Head. So David Martin at Piggly Wiggly has been a great supporter. We sell to Sea Pines, Charlie's, Barnacle Bills. So, you know, from the south end of Hilton Head to Main Street, Beaufort, a lot of the restaurants downtown. So we service Plums and Hearth and Breakwater and Old Bull. Some new places like Gigi's and Port Royal and Scratch and Shell Ring. And I hate to mention any because I'm going to forget somebody. But Urban Brew and even City Java buys a small amount of fresh local shrimp for their shrimp salad. So we appreciate the guys that buy 5 pound as much as the people that buy 500 pound. It takes a village.
And Craig Reeves and Sea Eagle are hosting a Shrimpers Appreciation Dinner at Tabby Place Friday night. Tabby Place is at 913 Port Republic Street at Beaufort, South Carolina. This event is free, but it is ticketed. For more information and tickets, please go to eventbrite.com. This event runs from 5 to 8 p.m. And as always, we ask you to check out our friends at Beaufort County Animal Services, where you can find courtesy posts for missing pets, found pets, and pets that you can adopt. Barnabas, the 5 to 6 month old black lab mix, is going to get neutered tomorrow and then going to Hilton Head Humane to be available for adoption. Go check him out. He's a perfect boy. There's more video of him on Beaufort County Animal Services Facebook page. And we've got a pup date from Daisy. Daisy, who's going by Carol these days, was adopted in June of this year, and her new mom wanted to share some of how she was doing. If you can foster, please do. You never know what you're going to get. Originally, she went in to foster for a couple of weeks. Her only criteria was no puppies. The team introduced her to Daisy, an adorable deaf pit bull mix. She thought, easy enough, we can hang for a bit and then I'll take her back. By the 3rd day, I knew she would not be returning to shelter life, and I signed the paperwork to make her mine. I had no idea that I was getting the most amazing dog in the world. In just 3 months, she has taken over my life, and I'm here for it. I cannot express how thankful I am to the team at Beaufort County Animal Services. This little girl has done so much work. So please reach out to Beaufort County Animal Services if you're interested in fostering, and who knows, maybe it'll lead to a lifelong companion. And there's hounds and more available for foster and adoption in Jasper County. If you're interested, please email at jaspercountyanimalservices@gmail.com or call 843-726-7799. The Jasper County Shelter is located at 1352 Carter's Mill. Thanks for tuning in to Beaufort County This Week. This podcast is a production of BCTV. For more information on BCTV, please head to beaufortcounty.tv. All rights reserved.